Dmitry Eduardovich Sokolov, professionally known as sh1ro, is one of the premier AWPers in professional Counter-Strike history, renowned for his exceptional rifling, clutching ability, and consistency across both Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Counter-Strike 2. Born on July 15, 2001, in Cheboksary, Russia, sh1ro turned 24 in 2025 and holds Russian nationality. At 24 years old as of early 2026, he has amassed over $1.35 million in earnings from 1,401 maps played, 27,642 kills, and a career HLTV rating 2.0 of 1.26, placing him among the elite with a KD ratio of 1.44 and 54.9% of kills coming from snipers like the AWP. Currently playing as the AWPer for Team Spirit since December 17, 2023, sh1ro has solidified his status as a top 5 global player, finishing number 5 in HLTV's top 20 players of 2025, following previous rankings of number 4, 2021, number 3, 2022, number 8, 2023, and number 6, 2024. Which mouse does sh1ro use? sh1ro uses the Zowie U3 DW Black mouse, which is notably listed as unreleased in several databases as of early 2026. This mouse is designed for competitive gaming, featuring a lightweight build and advanced technology to ensure minimal latency and maximum accuracy during intense matches. The Zowie U3 DW Black is a wireless gaming mouse with an ambidextrous shape, making it versatile for different grip styles, though sh1ro is believed to favor a setup that complements his claw or fingertip grip common among pros. It incorporates the PAW3950 optical sensor, which provides high-precision tracking up to 400 DPI resolutions, but is optimized for lower settings in professional play. The mouse uses Anno switches for its buttons, known for their durability and responsive click feel, which can withstand millions of actuations without degradation. Its wireless connectivity operates via a stable 2.4 GHz dongle, and it supports polling rates up to 4,000 Hz. Although sh1ro's configured polling rate varies slightly across reports, some indicate 1000 Hz for energy efficiency, while others suggest 2000 Hz for smoother performance without excessive battery drain. This flexibility allows players like sh1ro to fine-tune the device to their preferences, balancing responsiveness with practicality during long tournament sessions. sh1ro mouse settings. sh1ro primarily uses a DPI of 800 on his mouse, paired with an in-game sensitivity of 1.00, resulting in an effective DPI eDPI of 800. This setup provides a balanced 360-degree turn distance of approximately 47.1 centimeters 360, allowing for deliberate flicks and tracking without excessive arm movement, which suits his hybrid arm-wrist aiming technique honed through years of professional play. sh1ro's zoom sensitivity multiplier is set to 1.00, ensuring seamless transitions between hipfire and scoped aiming, particularly crucial for AWP lineups and quick scopes where maintaining muscle memory is key. He disables mouse acceleration entirely, m_mouse_accel0 in config, relies on raw input, m_winput1, and sets his Windows pointer speed to the default 6 to prevent any OS-level interference, guaranteeing that every mouse movement translates predictably to in-game actions. His polling rate is configured at 2000 Hz, providing ultra-responsive input updates up to 2000 times per second, which minimizes latency on his high-end setup. sh1ro crosshair settings. This crosshair adopts a classic static style, ensuring the reticle remains perfectly motionless regardless of movement or weapon sway, which is ideal for sh1ro's deliberate, high-precision AWP peaks and rifling duels where consistency trumps adaptability. It features no follow recoil, meaning the crosshair does not shift to simulate spray patterns, allowing sh1ro to maintain a reliable reference point for taps and bursts. There's no center dot to avoid visual clutter in the middle of the screen, promoting cleaner headshot alignment. The line length is set to 0.9, creating short arms that focus the eye on the immediate center without extending too far, while the thickness of 0.9 renders them slim and unobtrusive yet visible under duress. A notably negative gap of -2.9 causes the horizontal and vertical lines to overlap slightly at the intersection, forming a tighter, more compact plus-sign shape that enhances precision for pixel-perfect shots, particularly on head hitboxes at various distances. No outline keeps it sleek, though a subtle outline thickness of 0.5 provides faint definition if needed in bright environments. The color is a vivid custom cyan, chosen for its high contrast against most map textures, smokes, and flashes. Cyan pops exceptionally well on darker or neutral backgrounds common in CS2 maps like Dust 2 or Mirage. Additional dynamic tweaks include a split distance of 3, fixed gap of 3, inner split alpha of 0.1, outer split alpha of 1, and split size ratio of 1, which introduce minimal expansion at extreme ranges without compromising the core static field sniper width, is 0 to prevent scope-specific alterations. No deployed weapon gap or T-side style modifications further streamline it for universal use. This setup embodies sh1ro's philosophy, a tiny, non-intrusive dot-like crosshair that demands flawless mechanics but rewards with unmatched accuracy, contributing to his elite headshot percentages. sh1ro viewmodel settings. At the heart of sh1ro's viewmodel setup are the foundational offset and FOV commands, which collectively pull the weapon model compactly to the lower right corner of the screen while maximizing the playable viewport. Specifically, FOV68 sets the field of view to the game's upper limit. Default is around 54:60, rendering the weapon noticeably smaller and centered lower on the display to grant expansive peripheral vision, essential for spotting subtle enemy movements in smokes or on flanks without the gun model encroaching on critical sightlines. Complementing this, offset x 2.5 shifts the model 2.5 units rightward. Positive values pull it away from the screen's left edge, ensuring clear left side visibility where crossfires and unexpected pushes are common. The offset y1 command nudges it 1 unit forward along the z-axis for a subtle depth adjustment that feels natural during ADS transitions, while offset z-2 drops it 2 units downward, tucking the gun beneath the crosshair and HUD for uninterrupted central focus. Finally, Preset Pose 1 applies Valve's predefined position preset 1, which fine-tunes the overall stance to harmonize with these custom offsets, preventing clipping or awkward overlaps unlike preset 0, Classic, or others that might conflict. These values, verified across recent demos, streams, and configs, create a sleek, non-intrusive view model that scales perfectly with sh1ro's preferred 1280 by 960 stretched resolution on a 600Hz Zowie XL2586X+ monitor, where the 4:3 aspect ratio further compresses the model horizontally for even more screen estate. sh1ro radar settings. The cornerstone of sh1ro's radar configuration is always centered 1, which forces the radar to perpetually center on the player's position rather than dynamically shifting to reveal more of the map ahead. This setting is ideal for aggressive players like sh1ro, who prioritize knowing exact distances and directions to nearby teammates and recent enemy spots without the radar drifting during rapid movements or peaks. It reduces cognitive load in duels and retakes, ensuring the minimap acts as a reliable "you are here" beacon, a preference shared by many top operators for precision AWP lineups. Complementing this is Rotate 1, enabling radar rotation to match the player's view direction. Instead of a static north-up orientation, the minimap spins with your crosshair, making it intuitive to correlate radar blips with on-screen action, essential for sh1ro's style of quick-scoping and flicking to spotted enemies. This dynamic rotation enhances spatial awareness in chaotic smokes and mid-round executes, preventing disorientation on maps like Mirage or Inferno. sh1ro fine-tunes the radar zoom with radar scale 0.25, a relatively tight value that zooms in significantly on the local area around the player, filtering out distant map edges to emphasize immediate threats and teammate proximity. This zoomed-in approach minimizes visual noise, allowing for faster threat identification during rotations or post-plant scenarios, though it sacrifices some global map overview, a deliberate trade-off for his entry fragging role where micro-awareness trumps macro vision. Sources confirm this as his current value, updated in early 2026, differing from slightly looser older configs around 0.4. The radar's on-screen size is controlled by HUD scale 1.069768, a precise scaling factor slightly larger than default 1.0 that makes the minimap prominent without overwhelming the HUD. This value ensures the radar occupies an optimal portion of the screen real estate, especially when paired with sh1ro's HUD scale of around 1.1, providing ample space for kill feeds, health, and ammo without overlap. It's a subtle but pro-level adjustment for sustained visibility during prolonged rounds. sh1ro video settings. In the core video settings menu, sh1ro sets his resolution to 1280 by 960 with a 4:3 aspect ratio, utilizing stretch scaling mode to stretch the image across his widescreen monitor. This classic 4:3 stretched approach, which he confirmed on stream as his preference for the past half year, makes player models appear wider and easier to hit, a staple among many pros despite some community speculation about black bars or alternative resolutions like 1152 by 864. Brightness is dialed to 93% for optimal visibility in darker map areas without washing out colors, and the display mode is locked to full screen to minimize input lag and maximize immersion. These choices ensure a crisp, distraction-free view tailored to his rifling and opping style. Diving into the advanced video options, sh1ro enables boost player contrast to make enemies stand out more prominently against backgrounds, a setting favored by most top pros for its visibility boost without significant performance hits. VSync is disabled to prevent input lag, while both NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency and NVIDIA G-Sync are turned off, reflecting his preference for raw frame consistency over adaptive sync technologies. He caps the maximum FPS in-game at 500, which aligns perfectly with his 600Hz monitor for buttery smooth gameplay while avoiding unnecessary GPU strain. For anti-aliasing and shadows, sh1ro opts for 4x MSAA, striking a balance between edge smoothing and frame rate preservation. Recent streams confirm this over higher 8x variants used in older configs. Global shadow quality is set to high with dynamic shadows on all, providing detailed environmental awareness crucial for positioning without overwhelming his system. Model texture detail is pushed to high for sharp player and prop rendering, paired with anisotropic 2x texture filtering to maintain texture clarity at angles without bilinear splur. Shader detail and particle detail are both elevated to high, allowing for richer lighting effects and effects like smokes and molotovs to render authentically, aiding in utility usage during rounds. Ambient occlusion is tuned to medium for subtle depth in corners and crevices, enhancing spatial awareness without the performance cost of higher settings. High dynamic range is set to quality for improved color and contrast dynamics, and Fidelity FX Super Resolution remains disabled at highest quality to avoid any upscaling artifacts that could obscure peaks. sh1ro monitor settings. sh1ro fine-tunes the Zowie XL2586X Plus through its comprehensive on-screen display menu to achieve optimal visibility, motion clarity, and color balance without compromising competitive integrity. He sets the picture mode to FPS 1, specifically designed for first-person shooters like CS2 to enhance dark area visibility and reduce distractions. Brightness is dialed to 80 for a balanced view that prevents washed-out colors while illuminating shadows effectively. Contrast at 50 maintains natural depth in scenes, avoiding overcrushed blacks that could hide enemies. Sharpness is set to 8, providing crisp edges on player models without introducing artificial artifacts or haloing around fine details like weapon scopes or distant foes. Gamma is configured to Gamma 3, which boosts mid-tone visibility in typical CS2 maps, making it easier to spot camouflaged opponents in varied lighting conditions. For color calibration, sh1ro opts for color temperature user-defined with red 100, green 100, and blue 100, creating a neutral white point that ensures accurate enemy outline rendering without color tinting that could mislead in smoke or post-plant scenarios. This adjustment was notably highlighted in a Team Spirit video on Bilibili, confirming its use for a clean, vibrant image. AMA is set to high, minimizing ghosting during rapid flicks and tracking. The Advanced Dynamic Accuracy 2 is enabled at premium mode, inserting black frame insertion for ultra-smooth motion clarity at 600 Hz, reducing blur on moving targets, a hallmark of Zowie Z Sports tech that sh1ro leverages for his long-range AWP picks. Black equalizer at 8 brightens dark areas without overexposing bright spots, a staple for pros peeking corners or holding angles. Color vibrance sits at 15, subtly enhancing color separation for better enemy pop without making the game look unnatural or cartoonish. Finally, low blue light is at 0 to preserve full color fidelity and contrast, as any reduction could dull visibility during extended LAN sessions. sh1ro skins. Among sh1ro's standout knives are several ultra-rare Dopplers and high-demand blades that dominate the top of his inventory in terms of value and appeal. He owns a butterfly knife Gamma Doppler, which is one of the most coveted knives in CS2 due to its vibrant green phase, alongside an M9 Bayonet Doppler Ruby, Flip Knife Doppler Ruby, Karambit Lore, M9 Bayonet Doppler, and Flip Knife Doppler. These knives often appear in stat track variants, adding kill tracking prestige, and their market activity is immense, with thousands of offers across platforms indicating prices ranging from $5,000 to over $15,000 depending on float values and specific patterns. In interviews and discussions with teammates like Donk, sh1ro has highlighted the Butterfly Knife Gamma Doppler Emerald and Butterfly Knife Doppler Ruby as among the best skins in the game, praising their aesthetics and rarity, which aligns perfectly with his ownership of similar high-end Dopplers like the Karambit Gamma Doppler valued between $1,861 and $9,992. sh1ro's glove collection is equally impressive, dominated by sport gloves from the Sport and Field collection, which are prized for their flashy designs and high liquidity on the market. Key pairs include Sport Gloves Pandora's Box, Sport Gloves Vice, Sport Gloves Hedge Maze, Sport Gloves Amphibious, and Sport Gloves Slingshot, alongside Specialist Gloves Crimson Kimono and Specialist Gloves Marble Fade. sh1ro gears. For precise aiming, sh1ro employs the Zowie U3 DW Black, an unreleased wireless ambidextrous mouse equipped with the PAW3950 sensor, Wano switches, and support for up to 4000 Hz polling rate currently set to 2000 Hz, making it a prototype-level tool likely provided through Zowie sponsorship for Team Spirit pros. shiro's keyboard is the Logitech G Pro X TKL Tankulus, a hot swappable model with GX red linear, GX brown tactile, or GX blue clicky switches depending on preference, RGB lighting, and compact dimensions, 36 centimeters width, 15.5 centimeters depth, 3.5 centimeters height, that fit perfectly on his Blacklight Atlas light desk alongside the Blacklight Kraken Pro gaming chair, which offers adjustable armrests, backrest, seat height, built-in lumbar support, and artificial leather for up to 150 kilograms capacity. For audio, he relies on the wired HyperX Cloud 2 closed-back headset with detachable microphone for team communication, supplemented by Bose Quiet Comfort 20 earphones for immersive solo practice and music during downtime. His PC powerhouse features an AMD Ryzen 9 9950X 3D processor paired with 32GB plus RAM, ensuring buttery smooth 500 plus FPS in CS2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the esports player and his settings. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite gaming setup tips for what you'd like to see next on the channel. Let's build a gaming community together.